Good morning everyone. In today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to install a drip irrigation system. So first things first, I need to get rid of these tomatoes. I made a full video explaining what happened to these tomatoes, so if you'd like to check that video out I'll leave it in the description. But at the moment I'm going to be doing this bed right here, so first thing I need to do is remove everything. So now because these tomatoes are full of early blight, they're doing extremely poorly, and I don't want to be spreading all of that disease back into the garden, so I'm not going to be putting any of this in the compost pile. I'm going to be putting it in these bags we get like wood in. I don't really know, it's kind of like a polyester bag kind of thing, so I'm going to be putting them in here, and then we're going to take it to the dumps and then throw it over there. So first thing I need to do is remove the trellising, and then I'm going to be pulling out the entire thing. I'm going to be breaking a few rules with the no dig system. So because I don't want any of the roots, I don't want to try and get as much of the plant out of the ground. So yeah, get the trellis off and then just start yanking. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, I want to show you guys. First of all, this is a little butternut. There's a volunteer butternut squash that came up here. I think I'm going to try and transplant it somewhere. I might not. Might just leave it there. I'll see a little bit later. But let me choose a pretty okayish plant. Let me just pull this one up. Look how the roots are pulling from over here. The plant is all the way over there. Look at that. So here you can see, if I put that plant back there, look at how those roots are spreading. Look how far it's going. Oh, get this weed out the way. There. Crazy, crazy. So look, that would be touching that plant. That would be mingling with this plant's roots. So yeah, way too close together. Well, I must say that looks really nice, and I do think that when I have my drip irrigation in and I have my bell peppers at the correct spacing, I can definitely see it working out. I can see that the spacing I'm going to use for the bell peppers is going to be so much better, because if I look at the space and I'm thinking of how many tomatoes there were in the space, like, it's not a heck of a lot of space. And these tomatoes were crowded in here. So yeah, now that I can see like the open like plan, I can see that the idea I have of the bell peppers and the spacing I'm wanting is going to work pretty well. Alright, as well, I feel really bad, but I'm going to take these butternut plants out here. Look how far those roots are going. That's crazy. And yeah, I'm just going to put these on the compost pile. Look at that. Whoa. Because yeah, I'm not going to transplant them out. I have a ton of butternut already, and because they were volunteers, so it's not like I planned this anyways. So yeah, I feel kind of bad, but it's going to get used again in the garden because it's going to get made into compost, and yeah, it's okay. So now it is just time to get this bed prepared, and I'm going to do some amendments before I add my drip irrigation, just to prevent any kind of dirt and whatnot getting into the system. I don't want to be working with the drip irrigation on the bed. So I'm going to add some horse manure compost, some organic grow, and some of the Restore Natural fertilizer, mix it in, and then I will do the drip irrigation. So there we have the bed, all ready, prepped, organic grow fertilizer, restore natural fertilizer, horse manure compost, beautifully set out. There we go. Okay, so now it is time to install the drip irrigation, and over here you can see I have the first little piece of the system, and yeah, it's gonna then go across there, and then my drip emitters are going to go across there, and then here's the other one for the other bed. But for today I need to install all the little goodie McGafters that fit onto here to allow me to then put my 20mm tubing on, and then we can put the emitters. So yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so this is going to be my little workbench situation for now. Once I have this connected on, I'm going to be leaving the pizza box underneath everything, and then I'm going to cut up all of my drip emitters to the correct length, and then I'll then bring them from inside and connect them straight. I don't want to have them laying on the ground, and previously I did this on the trampoline, but the trampoline's now made into a trellis, so I'm going to have to do it inside. Not a problem, but yeah, first thing I need to do is connect this piece onto here. And the lady that helped me did say that this is a little bit too big. They only have these kind of sizes. They don't do sizes for, I think this is a 12mm, and I think this is a 15mm. So it's going to take a little bit of work to get this inside there. But I do have my blowtorch. She said that I can use a blowtorch and just heat this thing up a little bit to make it a bit softer, and then it will hopefully squeeze in there quite nicely. First attempt on getting this inside here without any blowtorch help. Yeah, it's quite a squeeze there. Put a little bit of spit on there. Almost. Give it a bit of heat. Yeah, it's heating up. Okay, it's going. That's crazy. I might just need to add, like, leave it here and then just add something on there, because that is extremely hard to get on there. Well, at least I know it's watertight. Nothing is getting through there. No water is gonna leak out of here. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. It's not going to go any further than that. So yeah, this is going to be for the end over here, just to stop it off. Okay, not too bad. I'll see, maybe later I'll come squeeze it a bit more, or like I'll let it sit in the sun and then squeeze it. But yeah, that'll be fine. It's just really difficult to get it further than that. Alright, so I'm in the garage now, and it's time to get the 20mm tubing ready. So each one is going to have 3 of these little adapters, and then there's going to be a stopper, and then the other piece is going, okay, it's actually going to be this side, and then the connection will fit in there. The drip tubing will go down that way. So now the thing that I need to do is measure 3 equal spaces. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to measure one in the middle, then I'm going to measure the middle of that, and then that one will come in over there. Okay, check it out, we got the first one in, and I did just use some tape to close this off. You are actually supposed to get things like this that hold them together like that, but I think the tape kind of works fine. I mean, doesn't, as long as it holds it closed. And there's the one emitter, and then there's the other one, so nothing is covered, so that should be fine. But yeah, that's the setup, and I'm cutting everything inside because I don't want any of the dirt getting in there. So that's why I've got it on the pizza box here, because I don't want to get any dirt in these little holes. But yeah, and I've figured out that 7 emitters is the perfect length, because 8 emitters is going to end like here, like the last one's going to be there, and I can't plant anything there, it's like it's too close to the end. So here with it straight, there's the last emitter, and then over here it's going to be the first one. So plenty of space, and if I want to, I can move it up until like here, and then it'll just pull it in a little bit from there. But 7 is going to be fine wherever the 7 go, but 7 is going to be the optimal number. Ooh, check out those clouds, absolutely beautiful. Welcome to summer in South Africa. Okay, I'm not going to show you the final result yet. It is like complete, but it's not 100% complete yet. What I want to do is I want to cut little pieces of these wire, and then I'm going to fold them in half and basically make like landscape staples, and then I'm going to use that to hold the drip emitters in their place, because they're used to being in a circle now and they're wanting to carry on going in a circle, so they're not going to lay straight at the moment without any help. So I'm just going to cut some of this wire and then it'll be all done. Alright, so it's been some time and drip irrigation system is fully installed. Everything is looking really amazing. One thing I will mention though is I think I can actually have each drip strip have 8 emitters, because what I did notice is it's coming a little bit off there and it's coming a little bit off there. So what I can do is, if I added one emitter, I can just move that further back, and then the emitter will come in a little bit there. So this is, at the moment, this is 7, and it's looking really amazing. I'm really happy with it. It's so simple, it's so clean, and yeah, I'm going to be spacing these things beautifully in here. I'll check quickly and then I'll let you guys know how many plants I will fit in here, but at the moment I'm leaving this like that, and there's the 20mm tubing goes along there, there's the connections, and then the drip emitter tubing is going across there. And what I did notice as well is when I cut them, these two were number 2 and 3. I cut this one first, second and third. So this one, the emitter is here, and there you can see the emitter is over there. So it's a little bit skew because this is like straight from the factory, and that's where I started measuring. So one of them does go a little bit further than the other, but each one does still have 7 emitters. And this is the desired spacing that I'm going to be using on this bed. I can fit 11 plants as opposed to, I don't even know how many there are here. Too much, that's all I know. So here I have this bed all set up. And unfortunately I can't test it right now because I still need to install this little piece over here. So yeah, once that is done, then I'll do a test and see how everything is doing. I don't see why it wouldn't be working. I have done this before, so I know what the whole setup is supposed to look like. So it should be all alright, but once I do have the second bed done, then I will do a test, and I will be filming all of that as well. So if there's a problem or if something comes up, then I will film how to fix that, and I will film the testing as well. So stay tuned to my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Morgan in the Garden. And as well, before I end today's video, I just wanted to show you, there you can see the beginning of the shade cloth and the end of the shade cloth. So you can clearly see this is a double fold because there's a fold going on here, but you can see the difference between direct sun and the shade cloth. There is a decent amount of shade coming over this bed, and I can also definitely feel it. If I'm underneath the shade cloth, I can definitely feel it's a tiny bit cooler, and you don't get that harsh kind of sun feel, like you can feel something's burning you. So yeah, shade cloth is really going to be game changing with peppers, tomatoes, anything that doesn't really like to be almost like burnt, because peppers get sun scald, tomatoes get burnt from the leaves and they dry out quickly and whatnot. So yeah, shade cloth is really going to be helping out, and it is definitely showing how much of a difference it is making. And on that note, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a little something about installing a drip irrigation system. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments down below, or find me on Instagram at Morgan in the Garden. I'm on there every single day doing daily updates around the garden. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, have a wonderful day and stay active in the garden.